ऑडिबल हाँ रिकॉर्डिंग हो रहा है
Yes.
कैमरा एक्शन
Lights up. Lights up. Lights up.
Hello.
Action.
Am I audible?
यस मैम ऑडिबल
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
थोड़ा पीछे ले लेना.
Yes, ma'am. Audible.
Yeah. Then others go for mute. Others go for mute. Okay. Okay. So before getting into what is Selenium Grid, tell me Selenium is a tool of what? Is there any one developer for that? Hmm? Do you have only one developer for that? Yes or no? Always remember, Selenium is not a tool developed by one person. Okay, it is developed by Selenium community. Okay, it is a community tool. In the sense what? Anybody, okay, anybody who has a better version or anybody who has a better idea can contribute there. Okay, so in this community, majorly there are 3 people involved. Do you know who are they? Any idea who are they? Okay, so we have Google, then we have
Source Lab.
yeah, we have I think ThoughtWorks. Okay, and then we have Source Labs. Okay, so these are the 3 contributors involved in this Selenium community. Can you tell me what are the different tools they have come up with? Tools or tool versions or upgradations?
It's from Selenium RC. From Selenium RC. From
Yeah.
Selenium IDE.
So initially it was started Selenium RC. Okay, so this came into existence in the year 2004. Okay, and it was developed by ThoughtWorks. Okay, so this was the very first Selenium tool which was came up. Then came one more called as
ID.
Selenium IDE. Okay, so they came up with Selenium IDE, which
No,
was
no,
in the year
Vila.
2006. Even this upgradation was by ThoughtWorks. Okay, then what happened? Any idea? Later, they came up with Selenium server. Okay, so this Selenium server was also called as Grid Server 1. Okay, this was also called as Grid Server 1. Okay, even it was in the year 2004. 2004 and developed by ThoughtWorks. Okay, so after this Grid server came your Selenium WebDriver. So we currently use this Selenium WebDriver. Can you tell me which year this WebDriver came into existence? 2000? 2008, and it was developed by Google. Okay, it was developed by Google. I think it is 8. Okay, done. So later there came your Appium for device testing. I think in the year 2010. Okay, and then you have Venium. Okay, even I'm not very sure for what it is. It is still under the development. Okay, it has not been released yet. So this started in the year 2018. Okay, so So this is a basic idea of what your Selenium has actually. Okay, as I said, it is a community, so not one person. You cannot say one person owns Selenium. Okay, it's a community. If you go to that website also, you will have multiple contributors. Okay, so this is a basic ideology of your Selenium. Now, Selenium grid server was already developed. Okay, this grid server, what we are talking about, this was already developed. Okay, but it was never used. Okay, it was not in a proper position to be used. So what they did is, if you want your run scripts externally, okay, if you want to run your script externally, then go for Selenium grid. Okay, so let me give you a brief about it. Okay, so this is your Selenium standalone server. Okay, this is your Selenium standalone server 3.141.59. This is the current version of your Selenium standalone server. Okay, so also in this WebDriver, I think you have so many versions, right? Can you tell me what are the different versions you have in WebDriver? So if you remember, I think you have Java, Selenium, then you also have
Python.
Python Selenium, correct? And you have
.NET.
.NET Selenium. Okay, no doubt the most popular tool among this is Java Selenium. Okay, so this .NET Selenium itself, we call it as Pi. Sorry, Selenium Pi is your Python. This is your, if I want to be very precise, so we have NVN repo here. Okay, so I think for Python, I have pip repo. Okay, for .NET, I have npm repo. Okay, so this Selenium standalone server, which came into existence later, was combination of your RC. It had features of your grid, and it had features of your Java and Selenium. Okay, so this was a brief history about Selenium grid. Okay, Selenium community, what all they have in their community, and how do you access it basically. Okay, so they come up with a jar file. Okay, so with this, how can I define Selenium grid? This is in your .jar format. Okay, .jar format. Done. How can I define this? Can I tell Selenium grid or stand alone server is a combination of all the libraries
क्या?
of Selenium RC, server and Java. Okay, so it has all the libraries. You can run your code independently. What you can do? You can run your code independently. This point is clear. We will understand. We will understand in detail. But as of now, just remember Selenium standalone server has come into existence with a combination of libraries which are present in RC, Selenium server grid, and Java Selenium. Yes, shall I proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
No doubt, no issues. This diagram is there in your notes. I have provided you the notes. You can go through it. Okay. Now my question is, what all we can do using this Selenium grid? Okay. First, why Selenium Grid. Okay. So as I said, using the Selenium Grid, I can launch my browser from any external, in any external source. It might be another system or it might be for, everybody please go for mute. Go for mute.
भारती
Go for mute.
भारती कौन है भारती कौन है
Okay, done. Okay. So, as I said, it is highly tedious job, right? See, it takes around 8 to 10 hours and I don't want to run everything in my local system. Okay, there is a chances of my system getting crashed. Okay, so using Selenium Grid, I can go for what? Using Selenium Grid, I can go for remote execution. Okay, 90% all the companies will ask what is this remote execution. Okay, executing your script, okay, in any remote machine in the sense it need not be a virtual machine, it need not be anywhere in the cloud. No, it is also a remote machine, but any system, okay, wherever you're doing execution apart from your local system, you can take it as a remote machine. Okay, remote in the sense somewhere far. Okay, like that you understand. Okay, now I can also go for what? Parallel execution. Okay, I can also do what?
क्रॉस
Compatibility testing. Okay, so these are the three journals where we use Selenium Grid. So we do remote execution, we do parallel execution, and it is easy to do what? Compatibility testing. Okay, I'll tell you while going ahead, I'll tell you where and all you can apply what. Okay, so as of now, point is clear. Everybody, point is clear. What is Selenium Grid? It is a combination of your RC features or libraries of RC, Grid server, and your Java Selenium. Okay, then. So why do we go for Selenium Grid? So whenever we want to perform any remote execution, we want to perform any parallel execution, we want to perform any compatibility testing, we go for Selenium Grid. This much is clear as of now. Idea is,
पानी
you got some idea on this?
पानी पानी पानी
At least theoretically, if I ask you what is Selenium Grid, are you able to tell few lines on that? Yes. Before getting in deep, okay, see guys, all three journals, okay, all these three, what is your remote, what is your
पानी देना पानी
parallel, what is compatibility
पानी
testing,
पानी
everything we will perform. Okay, everything we will discuss as of now. So before getting into detail of what is remote execution, parallel execution, and compatibility testing, let's see how to download and how to run the grid. First of all, I should run the grid, right? This Selenium Grid itself will act as what? It is a stand-alone server. What does server means? For any execution, it is acting like a server. It is commanding. Point is clear. Now, how to get and run Selenium Grid? This is my next question. Selenium Grid. Okay, this is my next question. So what I will do here is go to Google. Okay, go to Google. Just go to download Selenium. Okay, go to Google.
कहाँ है गूगल गए कि नहीं अभी गए
गूगल पे नहीं रहे, गूगल पे जाना
गूगल
So go to Google and just enter download Selenium. Okay, so if you enter download Selenium, okay, this page, the Selenium download page will be open. Click on the first link. Okay, so just click on the first link. So this is your official Selenium website. Okay, so it will take you to this official Selenium website. You can see their history, their blogs and all. If you see, you will get to know from where Selenium has started. Okay, when is its birthday and all. Everything you'll get to know. Okay, see, if you want to download, okay, any, wait. Okay, done. See, you have Selenium grid. So before people used to get confused. Okay, this itself is your Selenium. No, this is your server. Okay, it is not your tool. Okay, people used to download this file. This is your Selenium grid. If you read the description, see the Selenium server is needed in order to run remote Selenium web driver. Okay, so I want this grid as of now. So what I will do, so you can see latest stable version 3.141.59. Just click on this. Okay, if you just click on the latest version, it will automatically download. See, Selenium server standalone. Okay, I already have it, so I will not download this. Okay, nothing to do in this.
क्या हुआ, बंद हो गया? सर्वर क्रैश था.
Okay, so it is just a jar file. It is just a jar file. It will be downloaded. Okay, it looks something like this. Selenium 3.141.59. What kind of jar it is? What kind of jar it is? It is an executable jar file. Okay, so that means you have to run this if you want to use Selenium Grid to work. This point is clear, everybody? This point is clear.
सुनील,
Yes.
3-4 और कर ले हम लोग की तरफ से.
Yes. Okay, done. My screen is stuck.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Guys, is it lagging? My screen is visible to you.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. हाँ? जोर से बोलो.
Standalone server looks like. Okay, this is your downloading. No need to set the variable, nothing. No, nothing like your JDK and all. No need to set any variables. Okay, now it is already present in your system. You will download. Keep that jar file anywhere comfortable to you. Okay, keep that jar file anywhere it is comfortable to you because you will be using it multiple times. Okay, now this point is clear. Downloading is done. Everybody, did you download at least? Everybody Everybody, did you download?
No.
Yes.
Hey.
How do I run this? Can I run it? Can I just double click and run? Can I just double click and run? It is not any exe file, right? It is not any exe file. So what I have to do is, in your local system, go to command prompt. Okay? Go to command prompt, execute the command Java. Okay? So Java in the sense what? You are invoking a Java command here. Okay? Java hyphen jar. Okay, so your hyphen jar says you are trying to execute some jar file. Provide a space, just drag and drop your jar file. What you have to do? Java space hyphen jar, drag and drop your Selenium server file. Is this clear?
Yes.
Is this clear? So once after dragging and dropping, just enter. Why I'm telling you to drag and drop here is you have to provide the location, not the file name. Okay. Some people will do a mistake. They'll just type Selenium hyphen server hyphen standalone. No, I'm not giving the giving the name. I want to give the location. Okay. So there are chances of typo errors when you are giving the location. So that is why it is highly recommended to drag and drop the file. Okay, just hold it, drop it. Point is clear? As soon as you enter this command, are you able to see this? Selenium server is up and running on port number 4444. Yes, should I have to increase the size? Is it fine? Is it fine? Fine, right? See, so that means my Selenium server is up and running. Okay, this is how you run the file. That's it. Okay, this is how you run the file. Here, please go for mute, everybody. Divani, go for mute.
कहाँ है यार? बाहर
Okay.
मैडम के पास चली गई.
So how to run the grid server? Any doubts? That's all. This is how you run it. Any doubts here? No? Shall I move ahead? Okay. No doubts. Ah, fine. So what is the command? What is the command to run a jar file? Java space hyphen jar space Selenium, or I'll just write it as sss.jar. Okay, location of that jar file. Okay, yes, location of that jar file. So, got an answer for this? How do you run it? Java hyphen jar. So just drag and drop the Selenium standalone server file. Okay. This point is clear? This point is clear?
सुनील yes.
Now, let me get into a bit detailed stuff. Okay. Now, no doubt I am accessing my, server here. But how do I run code through my grid? I mean, how do I? It is showing me runtime error. Where you are running it? Where are you running it? Saujanya. Command. Just make sure you have Java JDK installed in your C drive. Make sure you have C drive Java in your C drive. Java should be present, guys. Without Java, it won't run. Okay? Yes. Okay, fine. Now, if I want to run my program, okay, 1 second. My program. No doubt I got an idea that this is my server. Okay, I want to run my program in my Selenium grid. Okay, I want to run it in my using my grid. Okay, can I use? Now I am coming to the programming aspect. Okay, I have shown you how to download Selenium jar file. I have shown you how to run Selenium jar file. Now,
कौन है प्रिया पांडे पूजा
चुलबुल पार्टी की
चुलबुल पांडे
Okay, fine. So now I'm telling you coding perspective what I have to do it. Okay, coding perspective. In the sense, how do I launch my browser via Selenium Grid? Okay, so before you are writing this Selenium, WebDriver drive. Yes, I'll check it out. Everybody, I'll check it out. I'll come. Okay, so we were using WebDriver driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Correct. If you execute this line, okay, if you execute this line, what was happening? Can anybody explain the essence of this line? What will happen?
Only Chrome browser. Only Chrome browser will be launched.
One second. See, it doesn't matter Chrome or Firefox. I'm taking an example of Chrome. Okay. So if I execute this line, what happens is Chrome driver or Chrome browser will be launched in my local system. WebDriver stands for launching the browser in what? Local system. Now, I want to launch my browser in remote machines. Okay, what we have to go for? We have remote web driver. Okay, so if I want to use or if I want to launch my system, launch my browser in any remote machines, then I have to go for remote web driver. Okay, is equal to new remote web driver. Okay, now this point is clear. Here one question arises. See, if I'm launching in my local machines, I don't care what is the URL of that. Correct? What is the URL of that system? I don't care. Okay, what version Chrome it has, what version browser, I don't know anything. Okay, just run and yes or no? No? Yes or no? Correct, right? It doesn't bother. What it is, it doesn't bother. But if you are telling you want to launch it in any remote system, you have to tell which system it has to launch. Okay, what is the IP address of that system? For example, you want to launch in a remote machine, or you want to launch in any virtual machines, or you want to launch your system in your friend's computer. Okay, or you want to launch it in the server machine. Okay, you should provide the IP address of that particular machine. Okay, of that particular system. Otherwise, where it will launch, how will it get to know? Correct. And with URL, you also have to provide the capabilities. Okay, now what is this capabilities? Okay, so I'll tell you. Okay, fine, this is your basic. Okay, you are launching a remote web driver, so done. So I told you it will take argument of what? URL and capabilities, right? Only IP or username password, I'll tell you. Okay, I'll tell you. Okay, so here I am providing URL and capabilities. Now, where will I get this URL and where will I get this capabilities? Okay, so before parameterizing this, what I have to do is I have a class in Java called as URL.
क्या हुआ
Okay, new URL. Okay, so it will take the argument URL
लता
:/. Okay, not audible. Am I not audible?
अड़ीबुला
Am I
अड़ीबुला
not audible?
यस मैम अड़ीबुला वॉइस ब्रेकिंग
Fine. Please check the voice. My voice is breaking. Okay. So here, URL is a class in Java. Okay, yeah, I had got a call. That's why maybe, your voice has been, my voice has been disturbed. Okay, done. So URL is a class in Java which will store the argument as URL. URL. Say for example, I'm launching here. Okay, double four double four. This is
सुनील टाइप
okay.
करो
Done. This
ब्रेक हो रहा है ना बस
is the URL. Okay, and I have some desired capabilities. Okay, so desired capabilities. I'm doing control space. I'm doing, so I have a static class. Desired capabilities will do is, I want cap dot set browser. Okay, I want to set it to Chrome. I want to set it to what? Chrome. Similarly, okay, I want to set the platform. Let's say I want to go for Windows. I want to go for what? Windows. Okay, so this class helps you to change or set the capability of your WebDriver. Okay, set or change is off. Okay, you want to set it, you set browser. And also question in interview you will get how do you get to know the version of your without through Selenium or through your code. How will you get to know the version? Okay, so your answer will be what? Using desired capabilities you can do get browser version. Okay, so even this is possible. Okay, get browser version. Okay, so what we are trying to what I am trying to tell you here is, so if you
ब्रेक हो
have
रहा है ना
knowledge, for
वॉइस
example,
ब्रेक हो रहा है ना
today I want to run my script in Chrome. Tomorrow I want to run it in Firefox. Later I want to run it in IE. Okay, I don't know what I want to run in my system. Okay, and I don't know what I have in my remote machine. Okay, so in Windows I'm checking as of an example for compatibility test. Okay, this is where it lies. For Mac I can set for that this data will store. It is your wish. Click here, no problem. As a recording, you store it totally left to you. Okay, so here what I'm trying to want to change any capabilities. Capabilities in the sense the limitations
मैम
of
एक
your
ही
web
दिन
driver. Okay,
दो तीन जन बोल
whether
रहे
you
हैं
want to
ना
launch it in Chrome, you want to set the platform for Windows, Mac, Android, iOS, anything you want, you can do it here. Okay, so for whatever you are setting, that will be executed by your remote web driver. Got it, everybody? So these are the two arguments that you need to pass when you are dealing with remote web driver. Okay, then I think you know the program. I'll just do what? Driver dot get. Okay, so let me navigate to any application. That's all. Job is done. Simple. How many programs you want to write? The basic steps are same. Okay, see, before I was just writing WebDriver driver is equal to Chrome or Firefox, anything. Okay, I was creating an object of WebDriver and I was implementing a driver here. I'm trying to typecast here, correct? Now what I'm doing, instead of WebDriver, I'm trying to use remote WebDriver. Okay, it is an implementation class of your WebDriver interface. It is also an implementation class. Okay, so because I'm using remote WebDriver, I need to tell my machine where it should launch. Correct, you have 1,000. If I just call everybody come, everybody will come. How will I point out who should come here? Correct. So that is why I need to pass the address or URL where it has to launch my browser. So that URL is coming from who? Java. Okay, java.util package. Okay, so your desired capabilities, you are trying to set the capabilities for your driver. Okay, so you want the browser to be Chrome, you want the platform to be Windows, or you want Mac OS, okay, you want Android, anything. Okay, if you just think of it, this Android, iOS testing, mobile testing people will be with this only completely. They'll have good knowledge on desired capabilities. Okay, because every time they run it, they want to execute on different systems. Okay, in Android, which version Android you are using, everything they have to set. Okay, so this is about your desired capabilities. Okay, once you set the Chrome, platform and browser, you pass that as an argument. Job done. Got it? Don't worry, don't write down. Nothing is required. I'll provide you the notes with the program. I have written the notes. I'll get it to you. Okay, done. So shall we move ahead? Shall I move ahead?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if I just get Selenium Grid and if I just run this program, do you the browser will be launched for me here? The browser will be launched from my, program perspective. I am passing Chrome here. Okay, but in the command prompt, I need to tell, before giving the command what driver or what browser I want to run. Okay, I want to execute. So for that, you go for -d web driver dot chrome dot driver is equal to pass the path. Make use of your driver executable path. Okay, then -jar, pass your Selenium standalone server. Okay, sss.jar. Simple. Okay, so what I'm trying to do here is, if you run this, it will launch, or it will, your Selenium server will be up and running, no doubt in that. Okay, but if you want to launch any browser here, you need to have, or you need to tell the system that you need to launch the browser. Okay, so your -d stands for what? It is again a Maven parameter, right? It says you have a data here. Got it? So before getting into remote execution like stuffs, so let me run a small script. No, I'll complete remote execution. Okay, then we will try to launch it, then we'll go for others. Okay, done. Okay, so now what I will do is, in SJ21 only, I'll go to test. Okay, so in practice, let me create a class, new class. Okay, so the class name, let me give it as remote execution. Guys, please do remember, this is not connected with your framework. Okay, so that is why I'm just dropping it in practice. Okay, finish. Now, done. So my remote execution is ready. Okay, done. What is the first step? @ test. Let me create a method, public void remote execution test. Done. Save. Okay. Now tell me, what is the first step I have to do here? What is the first step? I I will have to load my URL. I will have to load my URL. Okay.
Slippable.
1 second.
অফিস ভাই এটা কিউজ পাইটন না গো
Taste
Okay.
enter.
তো
So let me create an object of it.
ফিঙ্গিয়া কথা নয় ওই যে চকলেট দে
Booty.
चॉकलेट दे
कुछ नहीं है.
अरुण चॉकलेट दे
Let me pass colon double slash post.
ले
Okay, 4444. Do remember what is the default port number of your Selenium grid? It's okay, I'm not running through Maven. It's okay, no problem. I'm not exercising any Maven commands, me and test, no, nothing. Okay. Yeah. So Selenium grid is running on port number 4444. So your default port number of Selenium, I think it will throw you some exception. Done. So what is the next step? I have loaded my URL. What is the next step? I need to set the capabilities. Okay. Are you able to see desired capabilities? Where are you getting it? Selenium remote. Okay. It is actually a static class, so you can either create object or you can access it directly. Okay, using the class name you can access. Okay, done. So let me set it. Camp dot set. Are you able to see what all methods you have here? See, get the capability, get class, get platform. Okay. See, set capability, set browser name, set version. Okay, similarly you'll also have get version. Okay, yes. So I want to set the version, set the platform now, as of now. So let me set browser name. So I'll pass the browser name as what? Chrome. I'll pass the browser name as Chrome. Similarly, cap dot set platform. Okay, so platform dot, you can go for Windows. Okay, Windows. Okay, done. So now what is the next step? Invoke your remote web driver. See, where is it coming from? Selenium remote. Okay, remote web driver. Create an object of it. So here, whenever you are choosing, just take this one. Okay, so URL remote web address capabilities. Okay, so here you are passing the URL, you are passing the capabilities. This is a single argumented. No, you will be passing URL as well as your capabilities. Now what I will do is, let me terminate this. Okay, let me terminate.
फिर से हैंग हो गया क्या?
Okay, so to terminate, use Control C. Okay, so let me run Java -d webdriver
कहाँ पे लिखना है?
dot chrome dot driver is equal to let me drag and drop my Chrome driver path. Oh, I don't have Chrome driver. Yeah, it is here. Okay, drag and drop your Chrome driver executable file. So the same driver executable file where you are storing it in your project. Remember to launch the browser. Same way here I am storing it in my, or I'm giving it as a command. Okay, the file location I'm giving it as a command. Hyphen jar. So drag and drop your Selenium jar. Okay, run this. Okay, run this. So once after mom's screen got freezed, my screen is freezed.
Yes, ma'am.
No,
Yes.
it is running. It's running. Okay, are you able to see? Selenium server is up and running. Okay, now what I will do, my server is working fine. Now what I will do, let me save this. Let me run.
क्या है?
No guys, it is not freezed.
Lagging.
Little bit lagging. Okay, fine. Let it be there. Fine. Okay, fine. So let me come back here. Okay, this program is clear. Simple program is clear.
फिर से freeze.
Simple program is clear. Some 5 lines of code. That's it. My voice is breaking.
Your screen is lagging also.
Yes. Okay, 1 second. Just wait for 2 seconds. Let me connect to my phone network. Done. So in remote execution, what happens? Let's say this is my local system. Okay, this is my local system. This is some remote machine. Okay, this is some remote machine. What I will do, I have everything here, guys. Okay, I have Eclipse here. Okay, I have my framework also here. Okay, but I don't want to launch my browser. I don't want the execution to take place here. Okay, I want the execution to occur where? I want the execution to occur here. Okay, this is where I want to perform my execution. Can I directly do it? No, I cannot do it directly. So in order to achieve this, we have one person called as Selenium grid. Okay, so what I will do here is I will just give the command, okay, java -char, run your char file. Okay, just run your char file. So what happens? Okay, so from here the control will go to your Selenium grid. From there the control will go to your remote machine. It will go to your, this is your remote machine. Okay, so basically what is happening here is I am trying to configure this local system as my hub, and this is my node. Now what is this hub and node configuration? So do you know master slave architecture? Anybody? Master slave architecture? Okay, always remember one hub can have 5 different nodes. Okay, that means if I have configured one hub, for that one hub, you can have 5 different nodes. Okay, you can have 5 different nodes. So this is your node 1, this is your node 2. Okay, one second, this is your node 3, this is your node 4, and this is your node 5. Okay, so what I will do is I will configure this hub. Okay, how do you configure this hub? How do you configure this hub? How do you configure this hub is the same code. Okay, Java -jar.
स्पीकर कौन दिया है यार?
Okay, drag and drop your jar. Okay, hyphen role, give it as hub. Okay, hyphen role, give it as hub. So this way I have configured my hub. So what is your hub? Hub is nothing but your master. Okay, so what does a master do? Whatever the command he gets from the external resource, that he will pass on to its node.
Nodes.
Okay, so that will be passed on to its nodes. Okay, now for example, I want to launch a Chrome browser. I will configure one node here. Okay, how do I run the node? Java -d webdriver dot chrome dot driver is equal to, give the path, -jar. Okay, provide sss dot jar hyphen role is node. Okay, don't get confused, it is very simple. Okay, hyphen role is your node. Now if I am telling role is node, then I am 100% sure I will be connected to some hub. Yes or no? If I am telling the role is node, 100% sure this node is connected to some hub. Correct? I can have multiple hubs, no problem. I can have multiple hubs. Now, how do I tell to which hub this node has to get connected? Okay, so here we need to provide the hub IP address. Okay, hyphen hub, provide hub IP address. Okay, simple, very simple. Okay, node hyphen hub, provide hub IP. So this is how nodes are connected. Okay, so you can pass the Chrome driver
Hub
here.
IP.
Okay, you can pass, instead of Chrome, you can pass G-code driver. Okay, so I forgot the port. Okay, port 5555. Okay, once again, hyphen port 5555 hyphen port 6666. Okay, what is the default port number of your grid? No, I should provide the IP address. I will show you how you will get the hub IP. It is not, we are not typing hub IP, no. It is a typo error, that's it. I'll show you where you will get this hub IP. Okay, so default port number of Selenium grid is 4444. That default port will be taken by whom? That default port will be taken by your hub. Okay, so for node, if you want to run it in any other port than 4444, you should explicitly provide it. Clear? So this is the command to run the node. This is the command to run the hub. If for hub, if you don't provide port number, also fine. It will default take 4444. Okay. Now what I will do is, let me terminate this instance. Let me open this. First, I'll teach you how do we run it in local machines. Okay. In the same machine, I will try to configure both. Okay, I'll try to configure both. So what I will do is, let me go to command prompt. Okay. first, let me configure hub. How you will configure the hub? Can you tell me the command? Or
Java.
else take 2 minutes and note down the commands. Take 2 minutes, note down the commands.
Coffee. अरे स्क्रीनशॉट मारना अरुण
How do I configure the hub? Java -jar Java
दे दिया क्या?
-jar drag and drop your Selenium server hyphen role is hub. Job is done. That's all. Yes or no? That's all.
बहुत सारा है,
क्या भाई
बहुत सारा है.
So when you specify it as hub, so your hub will be running. Okay. Whenever your hub is running, are you able to see nodes should register to 192.168.45.2/grid/register. Nodes should register to this particular IP address, whereas clients should connect to
कौन
what?
मुझे
192.168.45.2. Clear? /wd/hub. So client in the sense who? Who is the client? Who is the node here? My point is this. Who is the client? Who is the client? Who is the client? In your Eclipse, you are giving some client IP, no? See here, URL. You are giving some client IP. Which node you have to, where you have to connect. This is your client IP address. Okay? So if you want, whatever the programming you do, in your program, you should provide this client IP address. Okay? So let me type it, http://192.168.45.2:/wd/hub. Okay? Where is it? See, client is currently registering to this. IP address is right, 192.168.45.2:4444/wd/hub. Okay, let me just do driver.get. I'll just load Gmail. Save. Okay, now yes, the user himself will act as the client. Okay, so he should register here. Now my hub is ready, so shall I make one more node here? How do I run the node? Say for example, in this node I want to run Chrome browser. What is the command to run Chrome browser? First I will invoke Java, then I will invoke WebDriver, correct? .chrome.driver is equal to drag and drop the Chrome driver executable file. Okay, Chrome driver executable file -jar. Okay, see, it is hub or it is node, doesn't matter. You should have your Selenium server. Okay, please remember, even if you are running node, even if it is connected to hub, explicitly you should run your jar file. Okay, -role is node. Okay, whenever I specify role is node, I should specify to which hub it is connecting. So that is why -hub. Okay, -hub, provide your hub IP. Where will you get your hub IP? Are you able to see? Nodes should register to this particular IP address. The same IP you should provide here. Don't type HUB hub IP. No. Okay. So what is the hub IP? http://192.168.45.2:/wd/hub. //4444 slash grid slash register. This entire thing is your hub IP. Point is clear? Till now, any doubts? Any doubts? Enter. Let's see if this node is connecting to your hub. Okay, let's see whether this node is connecting to your hub. Okay. Okay, fine. So, are you able to see the node is registered and it is to the hub and it is ready to use? Okay, come here. Come here. Just a minute. Why it is not showing? 1 second. Uh-oh. Registered a node, it came. Fine, I'll just rerun it. Before getting the update, I just terminated this. Okay, I'm terminating the node as well. Okay, I'm rerunning the node. Did I give the port number? No. Okay, let me give the port number. -port 6666. No doubt if you don't give it will take some default port, but tracking will be difficult for you. Okay, done. So wait, I know you will be confused. Okay, I'll keep this here. Okay, this small window is your node. Okay, this highlighted one is your node. Okay, are you able to see this node is registered to the hub and it is ready to use? Are you able to see this? Yes. Yes, so your node is ready. Now, how will I get to know as a hub? How will I get to know how many nodes are connected to me? Go to your hub. Go to your hub. You can see registered a node. Registered a node 192.168.45.2. Check the port number. Is it the same? Is it the same port where you are running? Yes. Is it the same port? That is why I told you to give port number in your node, okay? Because port number will be the only unique data, okay? So before I did not give any port number. Are you able to see 39878, 46748? Some port, some empty port or some available port it will take by default, okay? But how will I get to know what it is? So give port number, okay? Done. So now what I will do, let me go to my program. Let me run this and check it. Okay. Now, where your browser has to launch? Should it launch in your hub or it should launch in your node? Where it has to launch? Yes, it should launch through my node. Okay. Let me run it. /wd/hub for your URL. Okay. Grid/register is for your node to get registered. One second, why it is not at all running? One second, right? I think it is because of my internet access. No, not required. Not required. Your 1 GB version will work fine for this. Okay, let me wait for 2 minutes.
किधर जा रहे?
उठाना नहीं चाहिए उधर जा सो जाए तू भी सो जाता ना यार
Oh, it is still not launched. Okay, just a minute. Okay, done. We'll start. Okay, so yes, I have my node configured. I have my hub configured. Last time, I mean, few minutes back, the program did not execute. It was not, due to my internet connection speed. Okay, it was taking a lot of time. That's it. Okay, it did not run at the appropriate time. So to show you people, I'll run it again. Okay. Okay, done. I think the browser has been launched. So it is opening Gmail. Okay. Program is working fine. See, I am able to launch Gmail application. Yes. Gmail application. Are you able to see? Browser launched successfully. Okay, I have given a print statement also. Browser launched successfully. So let me go to my hub. Okay. See, this is my hub. Role is equal to hub. This is my hub, right? Are you able to see? Are you able to see? Trying to create new session, Selenium protocol. Wait. See? Browser name, Chrome. Maximum instances, 5. Platform. Are you able to see? So this is in my hub. Let me go to node. Let me go to node. Are you able to see? Version. Are you able to see the version? Started Chrome driver successfully. Started Chrome driver successfully. See where it is. See, That means whatever actions I am performing, it is able to do it in both hub and node. It is visible in both hub and node. I hope you now got a clear picture. What is this hub? What is this node? Why we should go for this? Yes? Okay. Now what I will do is, let me go here. Okay, let me go here. That's all. 1 second. Okay, let me go here and we'll talk a bit about parallel. So remote execution is done. Remote execution. Okay, we'll do one thing. What I will do here is I will terminate the browser, node and this one. I'll terminate what? Both hub and node. How do you terminate? Hub and node? Done. Close it. Okay, Control C for terminated hub and node. Now what I will do, I go to my remote machine. Okay, this is my remote machine, right? This is my remote machine which I have already created. Now my question is, if anybody wants to connect with your PC, okay, who are in the different networks, who are in the same network, so you need what? I need a public IP. Agree? I need a public IP, right? So that anybody can connect to my system. Okay. Do you have the public IP address for your local machines? Do you have public IP address for your local machines? No. For your system, it is a personal computer. Okay. It will be having only private address. Okay. Because your local systems has only private IP address, I cannot make my system as hub. Okay. Because my virtual machine has public IP address, I can make my virtual machine as hub. Okay, but in real time it will be vice versa. Okay, in real time your local system will be acting as node and your VMware will be acting as hub and node ulta. Okay, so there what happens, the entire office will be connected to the same network. Okay, even your server, your this one, everything will be connected via same network, but here it is not the case. Okay, so that is why what I have to do is, if I want to achieve hub and node configuration, I should make my virtual machine as hub. Why? Because it has my public IP address. Okay, it has public IP address. Okay, so how do I run it as a hub? What all you need if you want to run a Selenium grid? What all you need if you want to run a Selenium grid? I want Selenium standalone server. I have it. I want JDK. It is already present. Correct? I want driver executable files. It is already there. So shall we run it? Okay. How do I run it? Go to your search. Open your command prompt. See, where am I operating? Is it my local system or it is my remote machine? It is my local system or it is my remote machine? Remote machine. Okay. Now, anybody, can you tell me what is the command? How do you run a hub here?
Yeah.
Java space hyphen jar path of the
Java hyphen jar.
SSS.
Okay. Drag and drop the path. Okay. Hyphen role is your hub. Okay. You can also specify the port. 444. Yes. Enter. Okay. Okay. Done. Okay. Done. So are you able to see? Client should connect to. Yes. So again, if you observe 172.31.24, is it the same IP address that we have used for logging in?
No.
See, 18.216.125.190. Both are different, right? Yes or no? Both are different.
Yes.
It is again giving me what? It is asking me to connect to private IP. So what you should do is, don't connect to this private IP, connect to this public IP. Are you able to see here public IP? This IP address you should use for connection. So what I will do is, let me go to my program. Okay, let me go to my program and change it. What is the public IP here? Okay, 18.191. This is one key you should understand. Okay, you cannot connect with the help of private IP. You have to make use of public IP. See, this is your public IP. Okay, done. So let this be here. What I will do here is, let me run a node here only. Okay, or else wait, let me run the node here. Okay, so I don't have Chrome browser in my virtual machine. Okay, so I will launch Firefox. Okay, I will launch Firefox. Okay. This is not the IP. 1 second. My IP is wrong, right? 18.216.125.190. Okay. Anybody remember that? Where's my code?
216.
18.216.125.190. Okay, let me save it. So what I will do, yeah, 215, 125, yeah. Okay, my memory power is better. Done. So what I will do is, yeah, let me run a node and let's see if the node is connecting to that hub or not. Okay, Java -d.
चल
Okay,
क्या रहा है भाभी?
web
नोड
driver
हब नोड.
dot chrome dot driver is equal to, let me just drag and drop my path. Okay, -jar. Okay, drag and drop your Selenium jar. Till you get hands on with the code, please try to type all the commands. Okay, -role is node -hub. Okay, http colon, yeah, I'll tell you. Okay, what is the IP? 18.216.125.190. Okay, colon
216.
4444
मैम
slash
216.
grid slash register.
मैम 216.
216. 1 second. Okay, slash grid slash register. If node is working fine, if the registration is done properly, then no issues about your code. It will definitely run. Okay, great. See, Selenium grid node is up and ready, and it is telling the node is registered to the hub and it is successfully or hub and ready to use. So what I will do is, I don't have hub in my local system. Okay, I'll go here. Let me check. Okay, 1 second.
यार
Why I'm not getting it? 1 second.
भाभी
It should give me the node registration also details now. Okay, let me terminate it. Uh-oh. Okay, let me terminate it. See, registered a node. Okay, fine. Let me terminate. I'll give the port number as well. Okay, fine. Let me terminate. Come back. It is taking a
समझ नहीं आ
little
रहा है
time,
क्या
guys.
करना
That's it. Don't see.
समझ में नहीं आ रहा है कुछ.
So here, let me give the port 6666 enter. Okay, I'll have to wait for 2 seconds till it gets connected. If you are able to connect your local system node to your remote machine hub, then 100% sure your code will be working fine. Okay, why could not register? The hub is down. Okay, 1 second. Let me go to my remote machine. Okay, I think I did not run the hub at all. See, I did not run the hub. Still, I'm trying to connect the node. Okay, what is the error you're getting? Are you able to see? Hub is down and it is not able to connect. Okay, so before connecting the node, I have to connect the hub. I have to configure the hub, right? Let me configure the hub. Okay, done. Hub is working fine. Hub is up and running. Come down. Configure your node. Configure your node. See, the node is registered and ready to use. Go back to your system. Okay, got it? Register the node HTTP 192.168.45.2. If this is happening, guys, 99% your job is done. Okay, now what I will do? Let me go to my Selenium. My node is where? My node is in my local system only, right?
Chrome.
My node is in my local system only. So here I will launch Chrome only. Okay. So when I do the execution, when I launch the browser there, I'll use Firefox. Okay. Done. I'm just trying to convince you with this ideas. Okay. How the remote execution will happen. Okay. That is the point. Here in our example, whatever we have taken, what is happening? My Eclipse is in my local system. Through my local system, I am talking to the hub, which is present in my remote machine. And that remote machine is sending the signals to what? To my local machine node. Are you able to analyze the triangle?
No.
Yes or no?
No, ma'am.
Are you able to analyze the triangle here?
No.
Okay, I think due to my network, it is lagging a bit. Okay, let it launch. Okay, let it launch. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I have not scheduled anything, but it takes little time to execute. Okay, the time taking to run the program.
बर्मुडा ट्रायंगल से ज़्यादा
चलो यार कल देखते हैं अभी चलो.
एक हफ्ते का काम एक दिन में हो गया.
Let me give some 2 minutes of time. Let it run.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Take your own time.
IP address is right. 18.216.125.190. Okay. This was the previous one, I believe. Uh-oh. Let me terminate.
मतलब सब कटे पानी तो अपने इथे
पानी पी गया ऊपर की रुक लैपटॉप ऊपर
ମୁଁ ରଖିଥିଲି
लैपटॉप पर पानी रुक खराब ही क्यों
ଖରାପ ନୁହେଁ
हाँ
ଥଣ୍ଡା ରହିବ ଲ୍ୟାପଟପଟା
बर्फ को ना
Okay. See, the hub is telling got a request to create new session capabilities, browser name, Chrome, platform, Windows. Okay, I think I interrupted. Okay, fine. Let's try a couple of times.
पोर्ट खाली है कि कोई उधर पोर्ट
कौन सा
चार्ज के
हाँ अच्छा
दो खाली है ये लगे थोड़ा चार्ज करना
मेरा करूँगा
मेरा फोन
Okay, node is registered.
ಮಾಡೋದು ಏನು ತಿಳಿತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಏನು ತಿಳಿತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಅಲ್ಲ
ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬರ್ಮೋಣ ಯಾವ
Let me check what is the exception I'm getting. Error forwarding the link submission, failed to connect.
दोन्हीकडे सेमच आहे.
Duration
नुसतं लॅपटॉपला
timeout.
घालावा.
Okay. Duration timeout. 1 second. Okay, fine. Let it be there. Okay, what I will do instead. Let me run the node. Hub here. So what I will do is. Okay. So what I will do is. Here only let me run one more node. Let's see if we are able to launch the browser here in my remote machine. Okay. Command prompt. Okay. So I don't have a Chrome driver here. Okay. That driver dot deco dot driver is equal to, okay, then the deco driver path hyphen jar, okay, set the Selenium jar path hyphen role, give it as node, okay, hyphen hub, okay, http://18 dot 216 dot 125 dot 190 dot 190 colon double four right slash grid slash register, okay, hyphen port, let me give it as 7777. Let me run this. Okay, the node is registered. Okay, you can see the node is registered with the port. Okay, let me go here. I don't have Chrome there, so I have Firefox. Okay, let me run Firefox.
हब नोड ये बिरयानी हब से भी ज़्यादा हो गया, ये बिरयानी हब से भी ज़्यादा हो गया.
क्या? अरे हाँ हाँ कोई नहीं, पूरा चल रहा है.
It's taking a lot of time, guys, because of my internet connection. You need high-speed internet because it has to pump the remote machine, right? Uh-oh. Now it is launching. Session.
इंस्टाग्राम नहीं कर
Okay.
मेरा स्क्रीन शेयर करेगा ना तो सब लोग मैं जब आया हूँ ना तो देख 2 GB पूरा
इंस्टाग्राम यूज कर रहे हैं
शुभम
नहीं चल रहा आज का तो समझ में नहीं आ रहा यार
Done.
समझ नहीं आया पूरा
I learned it for the last time.
क्या पता
रिकॉर्डिंग कर रहे थे
मैम खुद को समझा रहे
भी अच्छा नहीं लगेगा
Okay. Finally. Gmail is opening. See, browser launched successfully. So this code is working. See here it is I have my framework here in my local system. Where is my browser launching? Remote machine? Yes? Yes, it is launching. See, I'll show you once again. I'll show you. This is my local system. I don't have it. See, I'm giving the capability as Firefox. Okay. Do you have any Firefox browsers open here? This is my local machine. Yes. Now, let me go to my remote machine. Okay, this is my remote machine, right? So, are you able to see Gmail? Okay. Are you able to see? So, I'm running my code where? My code, my Eclipse, my framework, everything is in where? Everything is present in my local machine, right? But my browser is launching where? See? Gmail. My browser is launching in where? In remote machine. Okay, this is an example for your remote execution. Okay, this is your remote execution. Point is clear? Point is clear? In real time, I will also tell you, we make use of the concept of hub and node. Okay, I make my local system as hub, execution should happen in my node. But since this is a personal computer, you don't have private IP address. Sorry, you don't have public IP address. Okay, so I cannot make it as no hub. If I make it as hub, I should have external connectivity, right? My client has to talk to that hub. So since it is not possible, I'm showing everything in my remote machine. Okay, so my concern is Eclipse is in my local system, framework is in my local system, program I have done here in local system, but the browser launching execution is happening remote system. See, how do you know this is a remote system? Are you able to see this? Are you able to see this AWS machine? Yes? Yes. So this is my local system. Minimize this. This is your local system. This is your remote system. Okay, this is about your remote execution. Okay, my entire everything is in my local system, but the browser launching action is happening in my remote machine. Clear? Now, so what is your parallel and cross browser? We'll talk a little bit on that and we will wind it up. Okay. Done. So what I will do here is okay, this is my framework. Okay, this is my local machine. This is my local machine. Okay, I have a framework here. Okay, I have a framework here. Okay, when do we go for parallel and when do we go for compatibility testing? Tell me. This is my Selenium grid. Okay, say I have two machines. Okay, these are my two machines. Okay, see, whenever I want to reduce my execution time, yes, very good. Whenever I want to reduce my execution time, I go for parallel execution. Okay, let's say here I have some 4,000 test cases, 4,000 test scripts. Okay, so what I will do, I will talk to the Selenium grid. Okay, I will pass a command to the Selenium grid. Okay, he will do what? He will talk to this node. He will talk to this node. Okay, so who is hub here? Who is your hub?
Selenium grid.
Okay, this local system, you can make it as hub. Okay, so conceptually speaking, this will be your node. Okay, and this will be your another node. How do I differentiate the nodes here? That is my question.
IP
This is a
address.
parallel execution, right? Parallel execution in the sense what? In this node also, I am launching Chrome. In this node also, I am launching Chrome. Correct.
ପଠାବୁନି
So,
ନେବ
for
ତ ଏବେ
example,
ନେବ ପଠେଇବି କେମିତି
ମାନେ ଦେ
ହଁ ଏବେ ନେଇଯିବ ଆଉ ପଠେଇବ ନେଟ୍ରେ ହଉ
PC.
ଗୋଟେ
Okay,
ଜିବି ଦେଢ଼ ଜିବି କେମିତି
001,
ପଠେଇବ
2, let's say 199. I will execute in this particular browser. Similarly,
ବେଡ଼
okay,
ଯା ଭାଇ ବେଡ଼ ଯା
test case. Okay,
ବେଡ଼ ଯା
2002.
ବେଡ଼ ଯା ଚେୟାର ଲାଗେ
Okay, 3999, something like this. I will execute in this particular node. Okay, now I know this is my parallel execution. Both the machines, these are two different machines, guys. These are two different machines. Don't get confused. Not a single machine. Okay, in AWS only I have created two machines. Okay, this is my remote machine. Now, how do you differentiate which node what you have to run? Always remember, the only thing that is differing is your port number. Okay, port number 666. Okay, port number. Okay, port 5555. And okay, so we will have a unique IP address. Okay, IP address. Okay, so using this, I will differentiate my ports. Okay, my browser machines. Okay, the node remains, the command remains same. How do you run the code? Java -jar sss.jar. Okay, so provide the role as node. You can also specify the port as 4444. If 4444 is busy, then you go for different port. Otherwise, that will work fine. See, here I am not launching any browser. That is why I don't have to write -d WebDriver. Agree? But here I am launching a browser, right? I am launching some browser. -d. Okay, WebDriver dot Chrome dot driver is equal to, give the path. Okay, -jar, give the path. Okay, SSS dot jar. Then -role. Okay, is node hub. Okay, I should tell which hub I need to connect. Okay, provide your hub IP port 6666. Okay, simple. Okay, the same thing I will write it here.
Simple.
Okay, what is the one thing I have to change?
5555.
What is the one thing I have to change? Port I'm running 5555. So
Simple.
this is how you do parallel execution. Okay, this is how you do parallel execution. Similarly, how do you do cross-browser testing? How do you do cross-browser testing? How do you do cross-browser testing?
अभी नहीं करना है, छोड़ो.
Okay, instead of, wait, let me do some additions here. Okay, so when you are doing cross-browser testing, what happens? I don't have too many test scripts. Okay, so in cross-browser testing, what happens? I am trying to check whether my test cases are working fine in different platforms
रिकॉर्ड हो रहा
or
है. चार्ज
different
खत्म हो गया, दिन
browsers
लगाते हैं.
or different environment.
सब
Okay, that
रिकॉर्डिंग
is
है
my
पूरा.
cross-browser testing. So what
पिछला
I
के
will
लगा
do
दो भी,
here is,
उसका भी है.
so the test script. Okay, here let's say this is my Firefox. Okay, this is my Chrome. Okay, everything remains same. Here I am running Chrome. Here what I have to run?
फायरफॉक्स.
Instead of Chrome, what I have to run here? I have to run
जिको.
what? Geeko. Yes, I have to run Geeko driver here. Command everything remains same, but the same test script. Okay, same one test script I have now. The same test script I am going to check in Chrome as well as in Firefox. This is an example for cross-browser testing. With this, I can also change the platform, guys. Remember, okay, I can give Windows, okay, or I can give Mac, okay, or any other platform you want to test. Okay, you can check that and you can test. So this is your example for compatibility testing. Nothing else I'm doing here, right? Nothing else I'm doing here. Okay, conceptually it is clear. What is your parallel execution? What is your cross-browser testing? You have already done, right? You have already done it. So what I will do is, let me go here. Okay, let me go to my script. Tell me what is the changes I have to make. Let's say I am reading. Okay, so I think I have a JSON file, right? Okay, let me create an object of my JSON file. Okay, JSON file utility. I'm just reading the browser name. Okay, jlib is equal to new JSON file utility. Okay, so what I will do here is, let me take string browser is equal to jlib dot read data from JSON. So what is the argument I have to pass? Browser. Okay, anywhere. You read it from property, you read it from command line, or you read it from parameters. Okay, parameters tag. No problem. Okay, since for SJ21 we are not done with testng, I don't want to confuse you people. Okay. Normal way, I'm just reading it from file. Okay. Now I have used it. Okay. Now URL and desired capabilities remains the same. Correct. All these are remains the same. How do you achieve polymorphism? Let me say if okay browser dot equals okay equals let's say Chrome, then what it has to do, control X, control V. Okay, it has to set Chrome path. Similarly, okay, else if okay browser okay browser dot equals okay Firefox, then what it has to do, set browser name and platform for Firefox. Okay, so let me add a else condition. So under this else, I'll just add an SO. Okay, so invalid browser. Okay, something like this. Job is done. Now, so depending on my if condition, if it is Chrome, so it will set the Chrome. If it is Firefox, it will set the Firefox. And then I will launch the URL. I will launch the remote driver. I will get it. Simple enough. So this browser, you get it from anywhere. Okay, you can get it from property file. You are reading it from parameters, any files. Anyhow, it is fine. Point is clear. Let me run it. I don't know what is in my JSON file. Okay, I got some exception. Let me check what it is. Session not created, unable to create new session, Chrome driver service. Why? I don't have Chrome driver here. Let me go to my JSON file. Okay, so instead of Chrome, let me make it as Firefox and check. Okay, let me save it. Come back to your remote execution. Which is this? Okay, this one. Okay, let me run it.
यार कुछ समझ में नहीं आया, पूरा दिमाग खराब हो गया। क्या कुछ नहीं
Again, wait.
खुद ही कंफ्यूजन है वो। दीपक सर को देती पढ़ाने के लिए तो
Why am I running Chrome? This is my Chrome. Okay, 1 second.
अभी वो तो देखना आता है ना।
Okay, just a moment. Give me a moment.
टेक अराउंड बस 6 बजे से पहले छोड़ देना बस।
Done.
अच्छा 6
Oh, the node is registered. So let me come back here and try it.
क्या टीवी में
बाईपास ये वाले लोड कर रहे इसके अंदर फालतू ये ब्रेक ये साला ये नहीं करते ना इसको
जेनकिन में सब काम ऐसे ही होगा, जेनसन में। जेनसन जो होता है ना, यहाँ पे ही करेगा।
जेसन जो कमांड प्रॉम्प्ट लाइन हो गया, कमांड प्रॉम्प्ट लाइन बोल रहे हैं ना, उसमें क्या होता है ऑटो सजेशन नहीं आता है
Okay, it is launching.
जाओ सर ने पढ़ाया था ना कमांड प्रॉम्प्ट से
Browser launched successfully. So my
स्कैनर क्लास
data has what?
किया ही नहीं
Firefox.
स्कैनर क्लास
So
कौन सा सर?
स्कैनर क्लास
here, what node I'm running?
सर पढ़ाया ना
What is this
Scanner class.
node in Chrome? I
क्या
mean,
पढ़े?
in my local
स्कैनर
system.
क्लास करेंगे कमांड
What
प्रॉम्प्ट
is
में
my
आएगा
node
वहाँ पे
in
वैल्यू
local
देना है
system?
अपने को जो चाहिए वो स्कैनर क्लास भूल गया क्या
What is my node in local system?
अरे वो किया ही नहीं वो जब
So my data says
स्कैनर क्लास कब करे इसे?
pass Firefox here.
किस मतलब इस
So
ऑटोमेशन में?
I'm setting the browser name to be Firefox, where my data has to be launched.
स्कैनर क्लास
तो सेकंड था ना?
कमांड प्रॉम्प्ट ओपन करना
Gmail is
है
open.
कमांड प्रॉम्प्ट में इनपुट
Yes.
देना है अपने को
In remove, it is launched.
नहीं, वो कहाँ पे था? जावा सेक्शन 2 में था ना?
Working fine.
सेकंड में था
लास्ट में
Working
स्कैनर।
fine.
पूरा सबसे एंड
Yes
स्कैनर
or no?
क्लास इंपोर्ट करना स्कैनर क्लास से
How
तो।
do I know? Okay, how do I know whether my grid is activated properly, whether I have remote machines or
के
not?
बाद में पढ़ाया था एंड में
तो कमेंट क्रम में क्यों आएगा वो?
Guys, still here any doubts?
और कम
क्लास मतलब क्या है
अगर तुम दे सकते हो यहाँ पे देगा ना, तुम तू अपने खुद से इनपुट दे।
Concepts are little tricky.
कमांड क्रम में
It's
नहीं,
not very easy, just like how we understood
यहाँ पे
other things.
हाँ कमांड क्रम
Because you
में।
haven't started
वो तो
with
अपने नोटपैड में कमांड क्रम में
If
करते
I
थे।
talk
हाँ,
about testng, if I talk about com
उस टाइम तो हम लोग
classes,
यहाँ पे करते थे, कमांड क्रम में ही करते थे ना सब एग्जीक्यूट।
but this one is
भाई उस
entirely a
टाइम तो हम
different
एग्जीक्यूट
concept. Okay, no, so that's why I'm telling you, don't worry, I'll share the notes. Complete configuration notes before sharing it. I'll walk through here also.
उस टाइम कमांड क्रम में हम लोग करते
This
थे ना
is
सब
entirely a new concept.
स्कैनर क्लास
But
करके।
please understand, I'm writing code, my Eclipse is in my local system, and I'm trying to launch the browser in my remote machines. How to create remote machine? You already know, some of you have already created. Okay, now, my question is, how do I know what is my hub? How many nodes are connected to my hub? How do I know that? Okay, so if you go to Google, okay, if you go to Google Chrome, any browser, and if you enter, http:// you have the IP address, right? 18 dot, okay, what is the IP address? 216.125.190:4444. This is your public IP where your hub is connected. Okay, check. Okay, where is your hub? See, this is your hub. Correct? This is my hub, right? Are you able to see? Where is it? 1 second. Okay, fine. Okay, here it is. 18.216.125.190. This is my hub. Slash, okay, :4444 is the port number where my hub is running. /grid/console. Okay, so grid console will tell you how many grids you have or how many nodes you have, in which node which browser is running. Everything you will get to know in this grid console. Okay, so if you want to check whether it is working or not, whether your hub is actually created or not, also you can hit this command in your browser and you can check it. Okay, let's see if it is coming or not.
ये हम लोग को एक्चुअली जरूरत है, हम लोग को डेवऑप्स का काम है।
It's not working, huh? Okay, it is coming. Okay, see, are you able to see this? This is my grid console, right? See, it is telling me 172.31.24.2. This is the number, this is my IP address, which node has been connected. 7777 is the node. Okay, are you able to see? These are my browsers. Okay, so I can launch only one Internet Explorer. I can launch in this particular node only. I can launch 5 Firefox, 5 Chrome browsers. Why this Firefox is lightened here? Any idea? this Firefox is lightened here. Go here. You know, in your Geeko driver, it is already running a. No, it is. It is telling it is already being used. Okay, see, we have already launched one browser, right? Yeah, it is already in use. We have launched a browser here, Firefox. Okay, so that is why it is blurring one icon, telling it is down. Okay, but in my Chrome, see Chrome IP address you see 192.168.45.6666. This is my Chrome, right? Have I launched any IP here? I mean, have I launched any browser here? No, no browser has been blocked. So all are available. Everything is bright. Okay, so if you just go to this grid console, you will get to know everything. Let me click on the configuration. See, what is the host? What is the port number? What is its role? Okay, how many seconds once? I mean, how many milliseconds once it is cleanup cycle? Everything you have here. Okay, so this we call it as Selenium grid console. Okay, just like how you have your Eclipse console. This is your Eclipse console, right? Whatever operations you do in Eclipse, you will get the result here. Similarly, I have this grid console. Any doubts here till now? Anybody?
डाउट कौन सा
Yes.
डाउट?
Okay, fine. Just a moment. I'll come to your sessions.
पर आज समझा ही नहीं कुछ पहले से.
बोला था ना मॉर्निंग से डाउट ही